Alright, as you guys can tell, decided to go ahead and get another leg workout at home. So today I decided to warm up, just borrowing some chains, get a nice feel of how to actually do squats with the chains. And for your ass, I'm putting chains in there to add a little extra resistance, kind of confused by a little bit, as well as kind of help keep my body in line so I don't snap my back up. So as you can see here, I finally decided to go ahead and do my first working set with a plate, still kind of warm up a little bit to make sure I got the right movement patterns going. And from here later on, I actually will add on weight. Okay, now I have 225 on there, which is my normal working weight when I'm doing actual back squats. So basically I'm doing that plus the chains and make sure I get nice deep reps while I'm doing them. As well as make sure I keep my back aligned and straight so I don't end up messing anything up. Okay, now I'm at probably around 295 plus 30 pounds of chains. So basically almost like I'm doing like 325. You can tell in that first rep, I was a little shaky. Kind of straighten myself up and made sure I get back in the right form and alignment so I can get my squats nice and clean. So after doing this, I decided to add on another 50 pounds. So now I have a really shaky rep, basically a quarter rep. Okay, better. And now all the way down with 345 plus chains and one more. So of course it's like 345 plus 30 pound chains is like 275. And of course I went right back down to 225 and decided to go ahead and get a nice set in with some nice clean reps. Made a little modifications to my foot stance you just saw there. Make sure I get in the right alignment, maximize the number of reps, and keep my form as correct as humanly possible. And this time I was trying to get at least 8 to 12 reps in. So of course I was doing my final set of back squats today. You know what? Might as well go ahead and do a quick burner set with front squats. So for front squats I didn't go too crazy. You see here, I just did one set with 135. Okay, this time I decided to go ahead and do some barbell back lunges. The simple fact that after doing all this stuff, I didn't really feel like doing the barbell front lunges. Not to mention, based on how my power rack is set up, there really wasn't enough space for me to do the front lunges properly. So I decided, you know what, skip it, just do back lunges. I did not feel like pulling the barbell out and even doing a light set of front lunges after doing all the other stuff. Because at this point, after doing the third set of back lunges, my quads are basically burnt out. And once your quads are completely burnt out, there's nothing else you really can do for legs, except at that point, move on to, of course, your hamstrings. So right now, I'm doing some kettlebell swings, and for people who ask, like, well, how can we do it in cardio? I'm like, look, I'm doing kettlebell swings, and that's cardio enough. So here I grabbed a moderate amount of weight and did 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. And of course, I really want to make sure I hit my hamstrings a lot. So at that point, I said, you know, skip it. Let me just go ahead and grab some heavy dumbbells. So here I basically have about 85 pound dumbbells, and I'm doing some Romanian Romanian deadlifts. But one thing I noticed after kind of checking my form, it felt a little off. Kind of looked at the playback and noticed that, yeah, it actually was off. So at that point, I decided, you know what, let the ego go and drop the weight back down to 50. So as you can see here, my form is a lot better in this set. And make sure I go all the way down, all the way up to get a nice extension and a good stretch within my hamstrings and to keep my lower back nice and safe. And one thing you guys may notice is the fact that I actually am, at this point, about to turn the dumbbells rotate the dumbbells a little bit, and this is because based on how the dumbbells are shaped, it's really awkward to kind of keep them in that same position all the way up and down through the movement. So I decided to turn them in a little bit when I come up and a lot towards the later reps to really get a good stretch in, make sure I'm actually properly aligned as I'm doing the stiff legs. Sorry, stiff legs and Romanian deadlifts. So just a quick tip, if you want to make sure you get a good stretch for Romanian deadlifts and stiff legs, you may want to try that.
Don't stop, gotta get it going. Keep it moving, won't stop, rhythm overflowing. Don't stop, gotta get it going. Keep it moving, won't stop, rhythm overflowing.
Okay, at this point I had to give my upper legs a rest and deafen my hamstrings, so now I decided to switch it over to my calves. So right now I'm doing barbell calf raises with a moderate amount of weight from 12 to 16 reps. And of course your calves, you gotta almost get them more attention than everything else because they're like the last thing to actually grow. But at the same time, don't be stupid and try to throw in so much weight to the point where you're gonna snap some stuff up. Just do some extra reps. Okay, I decided to go ahead and finish my legs off and of course get more concentration in my hamstrings. So right now, I have resistance bands hooked into my power rack. And of course I'm doing some standing leg curls, and yes, these really burn after doing all the other stuff I did. It's because these are resistance bands and not cross cables. Does not mean they're gonna hurt any less, because trust me, it's a very good thing I recorded my first set and on my third set you guys would have heard some very inappropriate language coming out of the speakers. But yeah, I did 3 sets of these on each leg for 12 to 16 reps.
Gotta get it going. Keep it moving, won't stop, rhythm overflowing. Don't stop, gotta get it going. Keep it moving, won't stop, rhythm overflowing. Don't stop. Keep it moving, won't stop.
Okay, I decided to go ahead and finish up this routine by doing some crunches. So right now, I pretty much got, of course, the resistance bands hooked up into my power rack from a high angle. So now I'm doing some reverse crunches. So I decided to go one way for a few reps and then the other way for a few more reps. Basically, that's it for today's workout. Once again, thank you all for continuing to support me and watching me. Hope you get to see you guys real soon. And one quick announcement before I completely sign off. Right now, if you go to my SpreadShirt Store, there actually is going to be a sale going on between now and, of course, Tuesday of next week, where basically if you make any orders with 2 or more items, you will get free shipping. And, of course, if you guys are interested or care, I still have my Android and Windows 8 apps available for free download as well as a game. Alright, this time that's it for today. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.